What's up, y'all? So, I've been talking to people, and a lot of people have been saying that they feel like they're in an endless loop. They feel like life is just life, right? They don't feel like there's anything that's going on that's worth. I wouldn't say living for it, but that just has meaning. It just seems like you're doing the same things over and over again every day you wake up. But if that's the case for you, you can change what you're doing today. You can change what you're doing in this moment. The only thing that matters is the moment, not the future, not the past. You can plan for your future, but 9 times out of 10, it's not going to go that way. So if you just sit in a moment and do what you want to do in a moment, then one, you'll be happier, and two, you won't feel like you're in an endless cycle, because we move off habit. You wake up, you brush your teeth, or whatever you do. How I wake up is I wake up, I brush my teeth, wash my face, I go take a shower, I get my outfit picked out, I put on my outfit, lotion up, lotion up before I put on my outfit, of course. But then I go about my day. I usually go working with my wife. We go because she does influencing. So we go and do her work. Then I come home. We hang out with the family. We eat. Then I go in my room and I record music. And that's every day. And it's like, if you want to step out of that, you have to make a conscious decision to step out of that. So what do you want to do? Sit down and figure out where do you want your life to go? Do you want to be do you want to be, I don't know, a musician? If you do, then you can change your habits in the moment to work towards being that musician. That kind of sounds contradicting from what I just said, but you can plan for the future, but it might not go that way. So, but if you just change your habits to do whatever makes you happy in this moment, then your life is going to go to that direction. If being a musician makes you happy, at least do the things to make you a musician. And you just work. You just work and do that. If you want to go take a big trip, go take that big trip, because tomorrow isn't promised. Of course, everybody knows that. And it's like, this life is meant for us to have fun, not sit here bored and depressed. Right now it's terrible weather out, but you can't let that take your happiness. You can always go to a different state. I could always go to a different state. Me and my family, we have a little sickness right now. So, we're overcoming a sickness. And it's just, we can't really go out in public. We can't do anything, so we don't want to get anybody sick. My kids are coughing and stuff, and it's wet and cold outside, so it's not really much for us to do. But we could always hop in the car and leave the state and go somewhere else where it's warm, But I digress. The moral of this video was just to let you guys know you don't have to live in this endless loop. You can always change your now. You can always do what you want. You can always make a conscious decision to, instead of, all right, let me hop on my phone. All right, well, instead of hopping on my phone, I could go outside. I can go look for a kickball tournament. I can go, go do a workout. But that could also be something that someone feels is in an endless loop. Like, there's all the same things to do. Well, you just have to figure out a new experience. Go skiing if you haven't been skiing. Go snorkeling if you haven't been snorkeling. There's a lot of things out here for you to do that you possibly haven't done. I don't know how far you are on your bucket list. I don't know how old you are, so I can't really say that to everybody. But for my case, there's some things out here that I have not done. I definitely haven't went snorkeling, skiing. I haven't went skydiving. I haven't done all that stuff. So, I'm sure there's something out there that you haven't done, and let's go get new experiences. Be around the people that you love, because relationships are important. Sorry, I just told you I'm overcoming a cold. But relationships are important. They've done research for people for about 100 years-ish, I believe. They were following people for 100 years, studying people who are happy, who are depressed, and the happiest people were the people that had the most worthwhile, meaningful relationships. So relationships are very important. Yeah, I kind of feel like I'm a little bit of a sociopath, but I gotta get better with relationships for sure. But, I hope you guys have a great day. It's 2 a.m. I mean, not 2 a.m. Heck no. It's 2 p.m. on a Sunday, family day for me. Figure out something bigger to do so we're not just sitting in the house. My kids are bored. They just want to watch TV. But it's rainy outside. I want to take them outside to ride their bikes, but it's just so cold. It's so wet and cold and windy. I'm not sure if there's a hurricane or something going on, but yeah. Trying to make sure I got everything off my chest I need to tell you guys. I might try out scripting for these videos, for my actual YouTube videos. Not really scripting, but just writing down things that, just key topics. But that would make these videos premeditated. Won't be just authentic and honest. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But I don't think I have anything else. It's just the moral of the story is find something that you haven't done before and experience it, because tomorrow isn't promised. And make sure you have good relationships in life, because they bring you happiness. And if you haven't talked to that person in a while, talk to that person, because you don't know if your last conversation could have been the last conversation. All right. Have a great night or day or whatever time it is for you. Just have a beautiful life and have fun.